Yeah, basically what's going to happen tonight is we're going to kind of go over, because this was a beta test. We've been doing CPA marketing on our own for a long time, so we understand, how the process works and how they pay and how all that stuff works. And what I wanted to do was, test this offer up front so that we can, see if it's actually a good offer to put inside the Daily Income Network, something that we can really build long term, something that we know can pay for our advertising, something that we know will pay out. There's a whole bunch of reasons why we called it a beta test, and that's the main reason I wanted to hold this webinar tonight, to kind of bring the results, what Ian has told us, what the company has told us, all that, bring that in together. Also talk about our vision for the future, where Easy Money Method is going, some of the different income streams you'll be a part of inside the actual system, some of the, the income projected numbers and just different things like that. So, real quick, the original goal. So I just want to kind of bring this all together, and I have a couple ways of doing these webinars. Sometimes I'll just write it out on either Word or I'll draw it out. So hopefully you guys kind of get a good, better picture of everything as we go forward here. Now I'm super excited to have all of you on here. We have over 833 people here, and just so you know, real quick, what happened in 10 days or 11 days, however many days. I guess it's been about close to 2 weeks now, because we actually launched it on a Thursday night. So our first 2 weeks in this company, and we literally went from a little small webinar that had 70 people on the webinar, okay, and about 40 or 50 total people that actually joined up to do this beta test. Okay, that was where it started. So we started with about 40 people day one, and in 2 weeks we have brought in those 40 duplicated to 4,000. Okay, so obviously, 4,000 plus people in a week and a half. And now the first couple days were just kind of our traffic. And here's what kind of happened in the very, very beginning. We brought in those 40 people. It turned out to be about 100 total people from our traffic. And Ian, the affiliate manager, saw this and he was like, wow, that's awesome. Okay. And he says, your traffic, and this is kind of just how CPA networks work in general. And like, we'll cover questions here at the end. So, I'm not even going to look at the questions box, just so you all know, until the end. But this is how CPAs work. They are working based on a customer. Okay. On customer only. Okay. And they only go by customers. That's all they care about. A CPA network. They don't care about people making money. They don't care about anything else. All they want is product sales. So does everyone understand that? So customers and product sales. That's their goal. All right. In any kind of CPA, CPC, CPS, which means cost per sale, cost per action. They worry about customer sales, because if you go to My PC Backup right now, there's nothing to do with making money, is there? It's all 100% product oriented, product based. So that's what they look for, and that's what they're willing to pay for. Okay, they look at your traffic and they pay you based on product, bringing them product customers, product sales. So I want everyone to really understand that and kind of where we've come from. So they've seen our numbers. We brought in a whole 100, total people from our traffic, and they were like, wow, that's awesome. And it was good traffic. They were like, wow, most of the people downloaded the product from those people. They actually used it. They upgraded. A lot of them didn't go through the fraud filter. You name it. So they looked at our traffic and they're like, man, that's good traffic. That's worth $150 to us. Okay. They're like, that's worth $150 to us. So we'll pay you your group because your group is doing so good just from the initial traffic is we're going to pay you $150 a sale no matter what they buy. And we were like, awesome. Okay. And then here's what happened. Ian goes on vacation. Now, you know, we're not going to knock vacations because that's what we all want to get to, right? We all want to go on vacations. We want to make money, go on vacation. He goes on vacation for 10 days. But he raised all of our payout levels to $150. And Ian, just so you all know, is one of the affiliate managers, the main one inside of My PC Backup, just so everyone kind of understands that. So Ian goes on vacation for 10 days and just leaves the office, leaves it to people who don't really know what they're doing because, you know, he's been working there forever. And then he goes on this 10-day vacation. And these people that he left, you know, in charge didn't expect 100 people to go to 4,000 people. Anyone in here think that that's kind of abnormal? Okay. You know, that's a little bit abnormal. You don't go from 100 to 4,000 in 10 days. It just, you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. So they didn't really know how to handle it. So we brought in a lot of traffic. And then every time, and one of the most common questions we got was, how come I'm not getting credit for all my sales? Okay, that was the most common question. If you look in the Facebook group, you probably see that question over and over and over and over and over. And how come I'm not getting credit for my sales? Well, the affiliate manager wasn't in office. They're getting 4,000 upgraded sales coming through the system. Okay, and they didn't really know what to do when they all started hitting this fraud filter. Okay, and that's kind of where this vacation thing, it just came at the wrong time. Okay, it was just probably the worst time in history for us to do a beta launch. And you know, I actually I'm one of those guys that likes to move fast. Okay, I'm transparent. I'm honest with you. I'm going to tell you how it is. I move fast and I move furious. You know, we go crazy. I don't like to wait. So we went crazy and we went out there, right? And unfortunately, it was the wrong time to do that because they couldn't really see our traffic. And this is exactly how CPA works. Again, is they pay you based on the traffic. So if it's good traffic, which it was, they pay you good. If it's bad traffic, they pay you less. And that's just kind of how CPAs work, period. I mean, there's really no other way about it, okay? And then Ian leaves and then he comes back. And we'll get into the numbers and some of those other things here in just a second. But one of the visions and goals that I have for this company, and we'll get into the how you get credit for your sales and all that kind of stuff. And just so you know, good news is you will get credit for all your sales, okay? Just to throw that out there. We'll come back to that question here in a second. But my original goal for Easy Money Method, and I'm sure Adam and all them would agree, was, I mean, who here goal was just to make it a biz op, another biz op? Did you guys all need another biz op? Serious. Who here needed just another biz op, just a whole nother biz op? Hey, let's just go keep joining another biz op and promoting the world, right? You know, we don't all just need another biz op, all right? My goal with it was a beta test, the front end offer, because what we had was only paying out $15. Okay, that's what we have in place right now. Our front end offer is $15. So we wanted to beta test this offer to be the front end of something on a larger scale. okay? Not just to make another biz op, because I'm not interested in a biz op. I have a primary company myself. I'm sure you have a primary company. You know, we have, a lot of us have Empower, which is a 100% commission model. A lot of us have, you know, a primary. You know, that is the end goal. Our end goal is to build those businesses. Okay, that's the goal. And now we just had a unique way of developing a relationship with people, bringing people in the door. Okay, bringing people in the door so you can build those on the back end. Okay, and because here's the deal. Everybody sends solo ad traffic and whatnot directly to these offers, right? To your primary or Empower. Well, what if you came into the picture with a hot offer, something different? You're gonna appeal to a lot more people than you will if you just led directly with that offer. And there's also an opportunity to make more on the front end and pay for your advertising. So really, my goal with Easy Money Method was to pay for your advertising. That was the goal. And you all know that from my video, right? I mean, you've probably watched the very first video. Did I sit there and say, hey, this is another way to pretty much quit your primary company and you know what I mean? That's the goal. That was like our whole main purpose, was to pay for your advertising so you can do $1,000 ad somewhere, like in a magazine, and make $1,000 or more on the front end, and then on the back end be 100% profit. Okay, that's the goal of Easy Money Method, was really to do that. Okay, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Okay, that's what we're going to continue to do. So let's get back to, you know, that's pretty much what the goal is. We're going to continue to do that. You're going to build your primary. You're going to build Empower on the back end. Whatever you want to do on the back end, all right, that's up to you. But here's what happened with our test results. We'll come back to this story here. The test results are in. We have 4,500 sales, just so you all know. Okay, in our group. 4,500 sales in our group. Now, looking in, that looks great. But here's what happened when the owners talked to Ian, and they were like the people who actually paid out the money, the $150 and all that kind of stuff. Here's what happened is they saw that 90% of those people got the $6.95 package, or the $9.95 package, whatever you want to do, 6 to 9 monthly package.
Basically the monthly plan.
Yeah, just monthly plan. Okay, so 90% of those people got the monthly plan. Okay, now out of your guess, how many do you think actually use the product? And you don't have to answer if you don't want. But here is the crazy thing that we didn't expect. Okay, we didn't expect this at all. But 4% actually downloaded it. Now, looking at a company, if you're a company right now, and your whole goal, your 100% goal, was product sales, would you be a little mad, or not mad, but would you be a little upset that 90% of the people that was referred to your product did the monthly plan, and only 4% of them actually downloaded to use the product? Who here would be a little, if you were the owner, right? That wouldn't really make you happy, would it? Would you want to be making $150 sales on those kind of people? So that is kind of what has happened. All right, they've looking at our traffic, In the very beginning, when we first launched this, they looked at it and they were like, "Oh, this is awesome. You guys are doing great." 10 days later, he comes back from vacation and he comes back and he's like, "Dang, you guys have 4,500 sales and nobody's downloaded it. Isn't that crazy?" Now, I'm not saying that's that's a bad thing. I mean, because in the home business industry, in my opinion, if you make money, you're going to keep the product no matter what. So they'll still be profitable no matter what, as long as you're making money. But in a company standpoint, they're probably looking at this like, this is junk traffic. Okay. In a company standpoint, because their whole goal is not to make you money. Their goal is to get customers for their monthly plan. So how do we go from here? All right. So here's kind of the natural sales process comparison here. In the normal sales process, someone downloads the product. So they join for free. They download it. They upgrade to the package they choose, and then they use it for life. Okay, that's the typical natural sales process. But in our sales process, they join for free, they skip the download for some reason. I don't know why, they're paying for it. Then they upgrade to the lowest level, and then they want to make money.
Mike, let me just clarify.
Yep.
Everyone downloaded it, but they didn't install it. Installing is different.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and doing the first backup.
Yep. And that's the same thing. I mean, if you basically they skip the download because you didn't install it, you have to re-download. I mean, if you're not installing the product or using it, you're pretty much not making. You don't care. So in my conclusion is, the traffic that they're getting is people are just not using the product. All right, they're just not using the product. They upgrade to make money, and that's what they care. Now, who here knows that that's kind of how the whole home business industry is anyway? I mean, if you really think about it, this is actually not a surprise to me in a way, because in every company I've ever been in, it seems like, now, typically me, for example, I want to know if the product is good. I use the product. I have it right here. I mean, it's going right now. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys that want to be a part of a product and be a product of the product. If I'm promoting it, I want to see it working, and I want to use it, and I want to promote it in that kind of aspect. So one lesson that we can learn right now out of this is, number one, if you're going to buy a product, use it. Okay. So you get that out of this lesson today. Number two, encourage other people to be a product of the product. All right. So where do we go from here? So they gave us some options. All right. So this is what's happened. It is what it is. Obviously our traffic to them is not as good. I don't like to say junk because junk is negative. It's just not worth the 150 or whatever traffic. Okay.
Yeah, really, they see it as just not being natural. That's the biggest thing, is people aren't going through a natural sales process. We're out there pitching the $6, get in for $6 and you can make 150. That doesn't encourage people at all to try the product. And it is on us a little bit, because we don't have a specific, like right now the system isn't out there. So the only message that you guys were putting out, or that we were all putting out, not just you guys, it was us as well at the beginning, was just the 6 into 150. So people weren't thinking about the product at all. They were thinking about making $150, so they were just trying to get to that affiliate link as fast as possible. So once we have a system in place, which will be here at the beginning of the week or so, that will actually make this process a lot smoother. Well, it won't be on you guys. So you'll just send them to the sales process. We'll walk them through installing it, downloading it, backing it up, everything within the sales process. So it's going to make a huge difference once that's in place anyways.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's kind of what's happened. It is what it is. We sent the traffic. We're crazy marketers. We know how to We know how to get a viral message out there as internet marketers, and I'm super proud of you guys for making it this successful. I mean, serious, that's just awesome. But because it is a CPA network and a CPA or CPS model, cost per sale, their whole goal is customer acquisition, not make money from home. We have to address this customer product sales. Okay, so we got to literally be a product of the product and sell it that way from here on out. Okay, this is where we're going forward. But we had a couple choices. Okay, so we addressed it. Now that brings me back to, well, how come I'm not getting credit for my sales? Well, it's because every one of those sales is going through a fraud queue. So a sale goes through the system. It goes in into a fraud queue, and then they notice that it's a $9.95 plan, for example, or they know it's a $6.95 plan, for example. And then they didn't they downloaded it, but they didn't install the product. So now it looks like on their end, okay, someone came through for $9, or someone came through for $6.95. Maybe they got a downsell. Like, actually, this is not counting downsells, guys. There was a whole bunch of people who got like the 50% off, and a whole bunch, even making it even worse for them. So they see these sales come through, and then they download the product. They don't install it. So they're looking at it from the outside looking in, like, man, there's 3,000 plus sales monthly that didn't download it.
Right. The risk is incredible. I mean, if you think of it as a company standpoint, that's so much risk to pay out on that.
Yep, that's risk. That traffic to them is not worth a lot of money. Okay. And in the CPS world, like we're talking about, they pay you what your traffic is worth. And we found that out through Free Factor recently. We used to get paid $20 when someone did a free credit report, for example, and then they recently, decided, hey, we're not as profitable as we used to be, so we're going to start paying out, $15. You guys have all seen that, right? So then guess what? Now you get $15 on those Free Factor sales. It's not because the companies can just do that. They're just gonna pay you what you're worth, okay? What your traffic is worth. Now, what if you sent traffic like this? What if you sent traffic that 90% of the people got the yearly plan and 98% of the people downloaded it? What would you pay more for that? You know what I mean? If we turned it around and you actually got good traffic to the offer, yes, you would pay a lot more. Okay, so they gave us some options. Okay, and again, this was a beta test. We needed to go through this and get to this point to kind of go forward to see where we can go from here on out. Now, here I'm excited both ways. Okay, obviously we were super excited because we can make $150 on every sale. But we realize that our traffic is obviously the BizOp world. It's kind of like a big incentivized traffic anyway, even though it's not technically incentivized. In my mind, it kind of is. So it's a risk, because here's the thing. People are incentivized to join the product so they can make money. So in my mind, that's the biggest incentivized traffic you can ever get, because people are looking at $1,000 a day incentive versus, or even our free system. We're giving away a free system to join. We're giving them away, $1,500 a day income. We're giving away a whole bunch of stuff, incentivizing them to join us by buying the product. So in a way, the BizOp traffic is like almost just a step up above incentivized traffic, where you're actually paying people to join you. So in a way, it's probably the worst, the worst kind of customer acquisition type traffic. But anyway, in my opinion, I love the BizOp. Okay, we all are part of BizOps. We love BizOp traffic because in my mind, we know that we keep the products. If we're making money, we keep the products, right? So that's kind of where we come from and where they go from. So we had to make a compromise with the company going forward from here, and a couple things that we had the options of, and we'll tell you which option we picked. Right now, there's high fraud levels. Okay, high fraud. Okay.
Yeah, really, currently we're only getting paid on like an eighth of the sales. According to his numbers, it was like 1,000 sales credited, 3,500 sales didn't. So
Yep.
just so you guys know that, the scope of how big the fraud triggers was, that's what it was. Is like a huge amount, like 80% of the sales were hit the fraud filter. So
Yep.
that's how, I guess, alarming our traffic was, because that isn't normal. Normally the fraud filters don't really trip unless it's like an IP issue, unless it's those things that you actually see in the back office. That doesn't happen. So that's why this was such a big deal.
Okay. So right now, 1/8 of the sales are actually being paid out because of the high fraud levels. So they offered us a couple things. Number one, obviously 90% of our sales are picking the monthly plan because the $6. I mean, just who here thinks that the $6 thing is just powerful? I mean, $6, you make a lot of money. It's powerful. I mean, you can't deny
Yeah,
it.
it turned into 4,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say the message went viral pretty quick. So I think we
Yeah.
we definitely have a winner on the message. I mean, as far as
Yeah.
the $6 goes.
Yep, exactly. That's a good price point. It's not hard, but they offered us. They were like, hey, we'll still pay out, the 150, but if they buy the monthly plan, then we won't pay out on that. So basically, it would have been just like the 1 year, 2 year plans, 1 year, 2 year plans that paid the 150. Now, on the outside looking in, that's actually a pretty decent deal. But in our opinion, we don't like fraud filters. Okay. I don't know about you guys. I don't like having high fraud filters. I don't want all my monthly plan sales not getting paid out on, and they all going in the fraud level filters and just getting paid on the 1 and 2 years. Now that was an option that we could have chose, which would have actually still worked out because we could have made the videos and just targeted the 1 and 2 year plans. But then it's just like anything else that costs $100. We didn't want people on a front end offer. We wanted to be able to pay for our advertising. Okay, so remember the end goal here: pay for your advertising, so that you can build Empower Network, so you can build your primary company on the back end. That's the goal. Okay, you need to be able to pay for your advertising. So that wouldn't really work out, because if someone buys the $10 plan, you're only getting paid on the 1 and 2 year plans. And we can explain that in the videos all day long. But I already did. So this is why this is not going to work out, this option right here, because I explained it. In all my videos, I told them to get the 1 or 2 year package, yet 90% of people still got the $10 package. You see what I'm saying? So that would probably not be the best option. Okay, then we had, and if you want to say anything, I heard you pop up there.
No, I think what you said is great. I mean, just the numbers, alone, we saw 90% of people sign up for the $6 plan. So why would we want to only capitalize on 10% of the traffic? That was our thinking. On the front end, conversion-wise, having a higher price point is going to bring in 10 times less people than having a $6 price point. So we have to think about the majority, and like using this as a front end offer, just like Mike said, we're going to bring in the 90% or the 100% of people rather than just 10. So that's what we were thinking about on that part.
Yep. Then we had, we had a couple other options. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through the one that we actually picked, because this one is, we believe, to be the more powerful option going forward. And this is contingent on our traffic. Okay, so I'm just gonna, when we tell you this offer, as our traffic gets better, they will reevaluate us and they will pay us based on our traffic. That's how CPC networks work. They will pay us based on our traffic. And right now, out of 4,000 members, our traffic is worth whatever they are going to pay us. Now, if we can turn that around, which I 100% believe, it's contingent. We could get raises and stuff like that. So I want to just throw this number out there and throw our solution that we believe is going to be awesome. They're gonna pretty much drop all fraud levels. Okay. The only thing they're going to keep in place is the U.S. or the country thing, the 6-country thing.
Yep.
And
Well, and of course IP and all, just the regular stuff like IP and last name, that stuff will be in place. But as far as basically the fraud, like if you get $5-6 sales in a row, that's not going to happen at all anymore. You're going to get paid on every single sale.
yeah, so we're dropping all fraud levels. The only thing that will ever trip the fraud filter is if it's outside those 6 countries, and if it's like a stolen credit card. Okay, so if you go out there and you steal someone's credit card and they report it and it's in their system, they're not going to give you credit for that sale because you stole someone's credit card. Okay, obviously that's illegal. So they're not going to give you credit on those. So please don't go steal credit cards. But anyway, so you're not going to have any fraud levels. You're going to have pretty much a perfect account based on our traffic. So this is what's cool is they don't care about, like, into their minds, they're calling it, bad traffic for them. But they are willing to work with us and pay us for bad traffic because it's still profitable to them and they have a number in their mind and it's still profitable no matter what. So now, but here's,
they know.
Yeah.
They also know that we're going to improve. I mean, they're actually working with us more than I would expect any CPA network to work with us, because they know that we built a system and they know it's going to be in place. So they've told us specifically that this probably will raise as we go along, if your traffic improves. So it's great that they're working with us like that.
Yeah. So this is contingent. So if you guys are 100% with us, on board with us, and there's 936 of you on this webinar. This is how we can make this the best program ever and get raises and be able to, as we get a better traffic and as we make this company more profitable and we prove, because right now, this is what we've proved. We've proved that only 4% of our people have downloaded this product. Okay? That's what we've proven. Okay? So this is what we get. This is the amount of traffic that we're worth right now. All right. Now, if we can turn that around, and I know that we can because we have an awesome system that's coming out. We're going to, just so you guys understand what we're giving you, we are going to be giving you a free system. Okay. Adam, Matt, and Ben have been working day in and day out. I've been working day in and day out, creating training in the back office. So we're going to give you literally things that have made us 6 figures in just the last 6 months, type of marketing training, anywhere from solo ads, from Facebook prospecting, all the way up to, easy traffic, paid methods, and just a whole bunch of slew of different marketing methods. We're going to give that to everybody here for free. Okay. So we are going to, and then we're going to create all the videos. We're going to create the entire system. We're going to create everything for you to help our traffic get better. So as soon as the traffic and as soon as the numbers get better, we are going to be able to, make more money on the front end of this offer. So, we're super excited about the future, but this is the offer that they gave us. It's the best that we can get for now, based on the traffic that we are bringing to the table. And, some people might look at this like, oh man, that's cool. Let's just run with it. Some of you might not like it, but we 100% believe that we can make this company and we can still make you profitable and we can still move on from here. So here's kind of what they've offered. And this is, again, contingent on our traffic. For each, so basically all fraud levels are dropped, so they can give a crap about if they download the products or whatever. But here's the thing, you want to get the traffic better, obviously, but they don't care about that as far as paying you. Okay, as far as getting paid, they don't care about that. So nothing's going to stop it from paying you out.
Except for incentivizing people. You
Yeah,
can't pay people.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Don't pay people.
Yeah, don't pay people to get into this, but in a way that we're giving the best incentive that they can ever get anyway, because we're going to give them a free system that gives them everything that they ever need as far as a training. Okay, you're not going to get this kind of training anywhere for $6. I'm sorry, you will not. You will pay literally $1,000 or more for the type of training that we're giving you inside of our system. And we'll kind of preview the system here in about 2 minutes. But this is the offer that they gave us for now, and we're going to be able to increase this later if, of course, our traffic's better. If not, then we'll just roll with it, and we'll just make a ton of money. But they're going to...
It will pay on every sale, too. I mean, just so you guys know, they're going to pay on every single sale that you've made. I mean, they're not just going to pay on the ones that have credited.
Yep.
It's every sale.
Yep. So what they've decided to do is they've decided to do $50 for everything for right now. Now, obviously, here's kind of why we're still excited about this offer, why we think that it's going to be better than anything that we've done. Because here's the thing: right now, our offer is $15 with free factor, so it's already three times that much, a little bit over 3 times that much. It's still 700%, 500.
Yeah, it's still an incredible offer.
Yeah, 500 to 700% commission on the front end. And this is just because we have risky traffic as of right now. But here's what's going to happen. We are going to launch the system. We're going to give everybody a free system, all the training they've ever got. I bet you, just so you guys understand, I have personally, okay, just me, not Adam, not anyone else, I have personally recruited, let me just show you guys this number, 103 people in 5 months in my primary. Anybody want to know the secrets and the training and how I did that? Anybody? Would you guys like training on how to do that? That's just personally. 103 people. Yes, everyone. Absolutely. All right, cool. So this is what...
Mike's a rock star.
And that's not counting Adam's. That's not counting everyone else's. And that's not Empower Network. In Empower Network, we have about 98. Now that's between me and Adam. Actually more, because we have a Daily Income Network has an account too. And I think they're at like 40 or something.
Yeah.
So
that's going to turn into 500 though here in the next 3 months. So it's all good. Once you guys see the system, you'll see why.
So just between us 4 marketers, we're already over 100 and some odd people in Empower. So we'll teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to get people in your primary company. We're going to teach you how to get Empower Network sales. In GVO alone, just so you guys know, this is the autoresponder we use in the back office. Daily Income Network, this is us 4, the BAM crew. I love that, BAM, right? We are actually number 4 in the entire company, getting a residual bonus of $1,500 on top of everything that we're already earning. Our last month's check from GVO is $4,700, and that's from a $10 service. Yep.
We need to cover signing up for the regular, because a lot of people are asking, why wouldn't I just go to the company and sign up for their affiliate plan now instead of signing up through you guys? And it's for the exact same reason that we just talked about. If you use that affiliate link, it's going to have all the fraud filters. So if you send this type of traffic, if you send traffic through our system, you're going to get credited for 1/8 of the sales. So you're going to make far less money. So Mike, I don't know if you want to do a comparison of how much you would actually make and how much we made compared to, like what we're going to make now, because some of the affiliates that only got credited for 2 out of 30 sales, you're going to make far more money at $50 than you would have getting paid for $250 sales. Like, I hope you guys understand that math. There's some people out there that actually recruited over 30 people and got credited for none. So, I mean, this offer that we got is far better. And even making the 120, you're going to make way more on this offer if every sale credits compared to if 1/8 of the sales credit.
Yep.
So that's why we took this offer.
Yep. Now, that's another thing I wanted to bring up is on the 120 offer, let's say that if you go direct to the company, this is based off of product only. So you literally have to promote the product only, not biz up traffic, not people who want to make money, and they have to 100% of them have to download the product, and if they don't, it triggers the fraud filter. You see what I mean? It's basically that's what we all ran into in the first place. Okay, that's what we all ran into in the first
I
place.
want to clarify something else really quick too that I just saw in there that actually like 4 or 5 people said. Everyone was wondering what the $50 is. Every single sale that everyone has made so far, they're going to be paying on every single sale. So even if they didn't show up and you didn't get credit for them, even if you got credit for 1 out of 30, now you're going to get credit for all 30 and they're going to credit you $50. So every single person that has sales in their back office, those are going to turn into $50, and then all the ones that you weren't credited for are going to show up tomorrow as $50 as well. So they actually ran the numbers, and nearly everyone in the company comes out ahead. All of our affiliates come actually out ahead from where they were before.
Yep. And then that's what we wanted to make sure. That was our main goal, is to at least get everybody their credits that they need. And that's why we wanted to make sure and here's kind of just so you guys understand how I work. I'm honest, I'm transparent. When I get information, I give you the information. Okay? We're not going to hold anything back from anybody ever. Okay? And now here's what's going to be what's going to happen in the future. We get 50 now, but if we can turn this around and prove to the company that we're worth better than this, we'll negotiate better deals. So that's just kind of our plan. That's where we want to go. But here's the message that we're going to start promoting out there. It is what it is. The past is the past. We've got to move forward. I'm a marketer. You guys are marketers. You guys want to make money in your primary business? Yes, right? So here's what we're going to do. $500 to $700, 500 to 700% commissions from here on out. Okay, that's what we're going to promote. 500 to 700% commissions up front on every single person who comes into our funnel. They will get a free marketing system that gives them all the training they will ever need. They will ever need. Okay, we're going to give that all to them. Okay, from experienced people who have personally recruited more than one person per day for, over, like, just so you guys understand, just last 3 or 4 days, I've already personally recruited 5 people in my primary. Okay, and it's just the way it is. I'm on average, I'll get at least 1 person a day in my primary. That's the kind of training we're going to teach you how to do. We're going to teach you how to recruit. We're going to teach you how to build a successful business. Now, I don't recruit belly to belly. Okay, we use the internet. The internet is how I build a successful business from home. That's how we're going to teach you. This is 100% internet based. You can do it however you want to do it, but that is what our goal is. So our new message is going to be take a $6 bill and turn it into 500 to 700% commissions all day long, and then promote your primary on the back end, or promote whatever you're building on the back end. Now, we're going to have 3 income streams inside the system that are just in there. Okay, they all go together. Okay, 3 income streams are just going to be set up in there, and then you can promote whatever primary you want to those people that you bring through the system. Okay, that we're not going to control the primary. We're not going to even do anything to do with your primary. Okay, we're just going to promote the 3 income streams in there, and this is what made sense to us. Upfront offer, autoresponder, because everybody needs it, and a blog. Okay, that's pretty much our income streams inside the main system. And then if they want one-on-one coaching, we're going to just tell people to get with their sponsor. And guess what you guys are going to do to give them one-on-one coaching? You're going to basically tell them to join your primary. Okay, so we'll have messages like that throughout the training and stuff. If you want one-on-one coaching, get with your sponsor. Then you just give them your option to whatever primary company that you have. Build that primary in the back end, and that's really the income streams. That's how we're going to move forward. And here's why we think this is going to be profitable, because if you look at the numbers here, one sale that come through all three income streams would spend a total of $42, and that's buying everything. Okay, I've never seen anything like that. Okay, and you're actually going to make $80 per person if they decide to get everything at the lowest levels. Okay, on all of our income streams. So that's an average. Okay, so the first front end offer, you're going to make 500 to 700% commissions. Then the other two income streams, the autoresponder and the blogging service, combined come out to be about an average of 200% commissions on pretty much everything that we have inside the back office. And then these are residual income on the other two income streams as well. So, I mean, and if you look at some of the numbers, if you do 5 sales, real quick, I have them written down here, that would equal about $435. 25 sales would be about $2,750 or $75. All right, so that's the quick numbers. One sale would be 80. Five sales, 435. 25 sales, 2,470. And that's not counting upsell process. And just so you guys understand, with one of the products that we have in the back office, you don't do any selling, you don't do anything. They just get the blogging package. We show them how to use it, how to build their primary company with it, show them how to make a business with it. And this is what every single $25 sale comes out to be. It comes out to be about $240 per person. And those are the people who go all in and the people who actually want to do it, which actually comes out to be about $4,560 added to the 2,400. So you're making about $7,000 on 25 sales that come through your system, which to me is astronomical. Before, we were basically just making, the whole front end offer. We were just focusing so much on just the front end, and the real goal wasn't to build your front end. This is not even counting your primary company. Like I said, I promote so many things on the back end. I promote so many things on the front end, and then I basically get them into the primary company because they see that that's what I'm promoting. And I just tell them, hey, you want one-on-one coaching? You can go this route. So just a quick recap here. With all these numbers in place, we're going to be giving you a total of about 200% commissions average on every single person that come through the system. Now, who here thinks that
out there that does that?
Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, in your guys' opinion, can you really find anything better than that? Anyone? Is there anything out there that pays you an average of
Yeah, some people are totally lost, but I mean the overall thing is our entire sales funnel, every single thing in our sales funnel right now, even with the drop in commissions, still pays over 100% commissions. Most of them pay over 200% commissions because GVO pays 300% commission, the front end pays 500, and Empower Network pays 100% on everything. So we have the ultimate funnel to make the most money possible. And we have the best price points that you could ever have. I mean, really, if you look at the price points, it's very easy for someone to get started in everything. So you're going to be signing people up for everything for under $50, or it's actually like 80, isn't there, something? But
yeah, it's 42 if they. So here's kind of, let me just bring one more point here. If they buy the $7 package, and then they buy the $10 package for GVO, and then they buy 25 from Empower, That's $42. It would take you one PC sale to cover your whole cost to join. Okay, it literally take one PC sale. That's not counting the upgrades, but as people come through the system and they see the training, they see the blogging, they see that they're making money, they see that we have a powerful system and everything that they get involved, and they're making more money than they've ever made. Because just think about it. You're making 700% commission on the front end. You're making 300% commission on the second level, and then you're making 100% residual commissions. I mean, seriously, who here in your guys' just tell me, have you ever seen a more lucrative funnel than that? Ever? You know what I mean? We are literally going to blow everyone's funnel out of the water. Everything, everyone. It'll never happen like this. You'll never see an offer so lucrative in your life. 700% upfront, 300% on an autoresponder, 100% on the back end product, and these are residuals right here. So these are the residual commissions, and then this is the upfront offer. And the reason we put the 700% upfront is obvious, for obvious reasons. You make 10 sales, for example, 10 times 50, that's $500. So you make $500 up front. So what does that mean? You can go do a $500 solo ad to make $500, and you still have free advertising. So that was our goal.
Just so you guys know, you don't have to go out there and try and seek out these programs we're talking about. Okay, we're going to launch the system right at the beginning of the week. We're finishing up like the very final touches right now. Everything is done. Mike, you could even show the system if you want, just the back office and stuff, because it is done. It's just like there's some final links and things that need to be changed still from the programmers. But you don't have to go sign up for any of these programs, because the way we're going to launch it, your sponsor is probably going to get a link right before you. Then he's going to pass it down to you, and he's going to already have all his links in place. He or she will already have all their links in place, and they'll give you the links to the programs, because we want to keep sponsorship integrity as much as we can. It's going to be kind of impossible to do it completely, but we're going to do our best to get everybody to the top affiliates links first so that they can pass them down to you guys, and then eventually we'll have a hard launch date where everybody can get in. But we just want you guys to know that you don't want to go out there and just join these programs, because you do want your sponsor to get credit for this stuff. I mean, even though it is some small stuff, it can turn into big commissions. So, you would want, your signups to do the same for you. So definitely contact your sponsor for that type of stuff when the time comes.
Yep, contact them. But here's the cool thing is, if you're already a part of these programs, you're golden. It doesn't matter. We're not doing, we're not going to make you rejoin anything. Okay. Because like I said, we are transparent. We want to be as ethical. The only requirement you have to get this system is that you join MyPC Backup under the person who invited you to the system. And that's it. You get the free system. It's going to build multiple streams of income for you. We're going to teach you how to build a successful business, make an average of 200% commissions on every single sale. Now, when I did these numbers up here, that might have confused a lot of people. I was saying $80 on one sale, but in reality, you're going to be making more than $80 on one person, because just from my numbers alone, it's going to be 100 plus, maybe even up to 200 per person. Okay, it just depends on what they get in the back end. Okay, that's just the way it is. But you're going to get 80 minimum when someone spends $42, and they're going to get all the tools they need, everything that they ever wanted, all the training that they'll ever need to build a successful business. We're literally going to blow up the internet, and I know we've already blown up. Okay, we've already blown up, but nobody has even seen anything yet. So that's what I'm excited about. And one PC, personal MyPC sale, will cover the entire cost to join all three programs in the lowest level. So that is what I'm excited about. You're going to be able to build multiple streams of income inside the system. Now, this is what the system kind of looks like when they get in. It's basically 6-step process. That's how easy we've laid this out. You know, basically the MyPC affiliate setup. So they're going to set up their affiliate account. Okay. Then they're going to set up their autoresponder, which you'll be able to broadcast and email leads and all that kind of stuff. Then they'll set up their Empower. Now, if they don't want Empower, they don't have to get Empower. They don't. Okay. It's just an extra option in there. And obviously, I don't know why you wouldn't, because the more PC sales that you get, the more sales you're going to get in that. And it's just an automatic autopilot program that you won't even have to really do anything to make any money.
Yeah, it's going to upsell people. The upsell process is good. So I mean, even at $25 level, you're going to make 100% commissions on that, and you're going to make a lot of income just from buying it at the $25 level. So you might as well do it.
Yes, yeah.
But if you absolutely don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to get it. It's just an option. Then there's a training center, and this is where we're going to literally give you all the training that you need. Okay. And that'll be all ready. This, like I said, we're going to give our personal signups the link first. So just be looking for a link from your sponsor. We should have that whole process done by Monday, hopefully, but so you look for a link from your sponsor before Monday or on Monday or whatnot. And then we'll do an official, we'll give them a couple days. So whenever we give our link out to our personals, okay, we're going to give you a couple days to get your genealogy in underneath you. Okay, that's kind of our promise to keep this genealogy and everything in place. And is there any questions and just so you guys can kind of understand some of the income that is possible, just from Daily Income Network alone, we made a $4,700 check from Daily Income Network last month. We've earned over close to $50,000 from just Empower checks. Okay, and this was working a couple months of work, because when their merchant account was down, we didn't really promote it at all. So we've made over close to $50,000 already with the Empower. And the Easy Money method, we've obviously made a ton of money there. You guys already know how much money people are making here. Even with the $50 sales, we still cleared, at least 20 grand or something like that. So, I'm not going to tell you our exact numbers, but yeah, we've made a lot of money from the front end offer just in a week. And it's definitely gone crazy. So is there any critical questions or anything that you wanted me to cover, Adam, that you saw in the chat?
No, I think we covered them all, man. I mean, we covered everything we wanted to get out. I think everybody's pretty pumped about it. You guys pumped about it?
Yep. And like I said, here's kind of what we're always going to be transparent with you guys. Okay, when we found out about this, we could have this could have gone two ways. Way number one is we could have been freaking out and going, oh man, this sucks. That could have been our first reaction. Or we can just move on and just go, hey, okay, we understand where the company's coming from. We're getting a 700% commission still, okay? And we have a killer back-end funnel. We're gonna blow up the internet like never before. And now we know what our goal is, because I think this actually happened for a reason. Things always happen for a reason. I know we always say that, but things always happen for a reason. And I 100% believe that this happened for a reason, because now what are we going to do? We know that only 4% of people downloaded the product. So what are you guys going to go do right now? Who's going to go download the product and install it? You know what I mean? We've learned this. We're going to go download the dang product. We're going to use the dang product, and we're going to, be happy customers of it. All right. So that's what we know we need to do. And then we're going to encourage our team. In fact, put it in your autoresponder. When someone joins you, say, hey, did you download the product yet? We're going to encourage people, download the product. We want 100%. Who here wants 100%? Let's turn this 4% to 100%. Okay, you guys all on board with that? 100% of you should be downloading this product. Okay, if you buy it, download it. All right? Okay, you download the product, and let's just, drive traffic. And I think if that's all we ever did differently, because our sales process is going to do all the selling on the plan, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But if all we did was encourage people to use and download the product, the company is going to love us, and this 50 can turn into 60 or 70 or 80. I don't know how much they're willing to pay
150.
BizUp.
I mean, they were willing to pay us 150 for the good traffic we sent.
Yeah,
So, I mean, if we start sending that traffic again, we can get it raised all the way back up. I mean, it's always a possibility because that's what they're willing to pay for good traffic.
yep,
And we know that. It's just that our traffic is about as bad as it could get. I mean, it's sad to say, but the 4% thing is pretty bad. So, if we even get that up to 70, 80%, they're going to be so happy with us.
yep,
And that's all they want is customers. So as long as we can bring them real customers and they see that, they're going to be more than happy to pay us. And they've said that. I mean, they want to pay us more. They just want to see good traffic. I mean, it's not them not wanting to pay us. It's because the traffic isn't worth it.
yep. So final thought here, and I just want to let you guys know, a lot of people could have taken this negatively. I'm pumped that we have a whole room of people excited when we said, "Are you guys excited?" So I'm super excited to be doing business with you guys. Just know that I'm 100% committed to your success. I wouldn't be doing this business if I thought I was going to screw people out of money. Okay. I wouldn't be in this industry if I was trying to rip people off. That was the last thing I ever wanted for anybody. My goal is to get you paid as much as money as possible. And if we have to get paid $50 right now, then so be it. We'll still kill it. We will still make 700% commissions. We will still rock the internet, be the best system on the planet that pays an average of 200% on every single person that comes through the whole entire system. I have never seen that anywhere, ever. Okay, ever. And we will literally rock, and we'll make a lot of people money, and we're just basically, and my goal is to be transparent. If I find something out, I am telling you, we found this out today, and guess what we did? Webinar that night. You see what I'm saying? We are committed to you. If we find something out, you are going to know about it. I'm not going to.
And we are counting on you guys too. I mean, to stay positive and to help us keep people positive, because you guys that are here right now, you're committed. I mean, just seeing in the chat, everybody's excited. There's a couple people that are a little bit on the edge, but pretty much everybody's excited. And we're counting on you guys to stay positive in the group and to help us get everybody positive about where we're going, because we do have a vision to make this huge, and it can be huge. This is bigger than any other offer. Even at $50, it's bigger than anything we've ever seen. The opportunity is incredible because it's such a great product. The product is universal for everyone, so we can take this to anyone.
Yep.
And it pays out, like you said, 500% commissions. Nothing else does that. Okay, we've been in this industry and we search for offers like this. You got to understand, we run a CPA system where the front end is a CPA offer that pays out $15. So we see it as, okay, we're making 4 times more money from an offer that's actually better than what we're promoting right now. So if we can see, I guess, the big picture of how good this is, even at $50, and knowing that if we make it better, we can get a raise. I mean, that just pushes us to make it better. So you guys should be excited that we actually have motivation now to make this offer incredible, and that's what we're gonna do. So.
And just the final thing here is there was a few questions in here that we probably didn't answer. The system and all that, just so you know, the videos, we're working on the videos right now. The system is up, okay? The system is actually up. We were just doing some final tweaks. Obviously, we have to redo the sales video. We can't be telling everyone they get 150, right? So we're going to redo all that stuff, today and tomorrow, and have all this ready. Okay, everything should be ready, at least on our end, on Monday. The system is up, so that part we don't have to worry about. We just have to do a couple minor tweaks, make sure the sales process is good, get our links out to the people that we personally referred, and then from there, you guys get to the people that you personally referred, and then we'll just do a big launch webinar and give everybody the links. And obviously, we're going to do as best as we possibly can sponsorship integrity. That's why we're going to do a whole 3 or 4 days of just here, get your team the link, get your team the link, get your team the link, because there is 2 other income streams in the system. So you want to make sure you get the system under your inviter, because that way you're tagged to them in whatever those two income streams is. So with that said, I'm super excited. I see a lot of people in the room excited. If we didn't answer your question, it's because there's 900 people in the room. When you type in one thing, there's like a huge swarm of questions that pop up. So if we didn't answer,
and just any questions that you have, put them into our support desk. Okay, if you have questions that could possibly cause negativity in the group, just don't put them in there. Okay, because we don't want to see any negativity in that Facebook group. We want to see everybody staying positive. If you have questions, you can ask us directly, or you can put them into our support desk and we'll answer them. But going forward, we want to see nothing but positive things. Okay, if you're not going to be positive, we don't really want you. I'm sorry. We want positive people that want to move forward.
Yeah,
and that's what we're going to do. So
yeah, new videos and everything will be done, this weekend for sure. So just get with us that if you guys are using videos outside that, but yeah, stay positive. We are here.
Yeah, and you guys.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
You guys should see the changes in your MyPC Backup affiliate back office by tomorrow, latest, is what our affiliate managers told us. So you should be credited for sales that you weren't credited for before, and it should all be at the $50 level starting tomorrow, whenever they get done running that script. That one of the questions I saw here.
But anyway, my friends, I wish you guys, the best, and I'm excited to be here and making you some extra money. So anyway, any questions, let the support know, and we'll go from there. Any final thoughts from you guys?
Yeah, thanks a lot for coming out, guys. I mean, we definitely appreciate you more than you even know. I mean, this is just incredible what you guys have done just over the last 2 weeks. I mean, you guys did this. You blew it up to 4,000 people and just blew MyPC Backup away in 2 weeks. So that's awesome. I mean, it's an accomplishment, I think.
Cool. Well, appreciate you all, and we'll see you at the bank, as Cedric Harris would say.